ഗുഡ് ഈവനിങ് മാറ്റിനി ഫ്രീ വെബിനാറിലേക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും സ്വാഗതം. അപ്പോൾ അതുപോലെ ഇന്നൊരു ടെക്നോളജി സ്പീക്കാണ്. തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും നമുക്ക് ഏറെ പരിചിതനായ കണ്ണൻ സാറാണ് ക്ലാസ് എടുക്കുന്നത്. സാറിൻ്റെ 32ാമത്തെ ക്ലാസ്സാണിത്. സാറിൻ്റെ വീട് തിരുവനന്തപുരത്താണെങ്കിൽ ഇപ്പോൾ താമസിക്കുന്നത് കോയമ്പത്തൂരാണ്. 1973 CET-യിൽ നിന്ന് ഇലക്ട്രോണിക്സ് ആൻഡ് കമ്മ്യൂണിക്കേഷൻ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് പാസ്സായി. അതേ വർഷം തന്നെ നേവിയിൽ ട്രെയിനിങ്ങിൽ ബെസ്റ്റ് ടോപ്പറായിട്ട് സാറ് നേവിയിലേക്ക് ജോയിൻ ചെയ്തു. 77 IIT-യിൽ നിന്ന് കൺട്രോൾ ആൻഡ് ഗൈഡൻസിൽ MTech നേടി. മുംബൈ യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റിയിൽ നിന്ന് മാനേജ്മെൻറ്റിൽ PG-യും. നേവിയുടെ സർവീസിൽ 1986 വിശിഷ്ട സേവാ മെഡൽ സാറിന് അർഹനായി. അതിനുശേഷം 2009 അതിവിശിഷ്ട സേവാ മെഡലും 2013 പരമവിശിഷ്ട സേവാ മെഡലും സാറ് നേടി. തുടർന്ന് റിട്ടയർമെൻറ്റിന് ശേഷം L&Tയിൽ MD-യും CEO ആയിട്ട് വർക്ക് ചെയ്തു. ഇപ്പോൾ കോയമ്പത്തൂർ താമസിക്കുന്നു. പൊതുവായി ടെക്നോളജി അതുപോലെ തന്നെ എക്കണോമിക് ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള ടോപ്പിക്കുകൾ പ്രധാനമായിട്ടും സാർ ക്ലാസ്സുകൾ എടുക്കുന്നു. നല്ലൊരു സോഷ്യൽ സർവീസാണ് നമുക്കറിയാം. നമ്മളെ സംബന്ധിച്ചോളം 32ാമത്തെ ക്ലാസ്സാണ് സാർ എടുക്കുന്നത്. സോ നിങ്ങളെല്ലാവരെയും സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. അതോടൊപ്പം കണ്ണൻ സാറിനെയും. കണ്ണൻ സാർ, യു ആർ വെൽക്കം.
Thank you, Sabu. Thank you very much. One more opportunity are given me to share with you some of the recent techno-economic developments which are happening in our country. You're aware that we already have in operation a few digital public infrastructure platforms. For example, identity, Aadhaar platform is there, which covers the whole of India, and it covers all the people, residents in India, to establish their identity. Then you have UPI, which along with your phone number, you're able to do financial transactions, for example, through GPay. Then you have healthcare program, which is through Ayushman Bharat scheme. Then on top of it, you have One Nation, One Ration Card scheme, by which a citizen can draw his entitled ration from whichever place he wants in India. Wherever he goes, he can draw his ration. It's a digital system by which he or his family, wherever they are staying, they're able to draw the ration. Today, we're going to speak about another digital platform, which is going to start very soon. The beginning of it has already come in the newspaper and has already started. So I will explain this through a presentation. May I upload the presentation, Sabu?
Okay, sir, sure.
Right. So the title for the presentation is DIGIPIN, which is going to transform citizens' address. The release of DIGIPIN came last month, and I'll explain to you what the DIGIPIN is, why it is necessary to have this new system, and how it will become the basis for the citizens' address system, maybe by end of this year or early next year. So I told you, we already have many digital public infrastructure systems in India. And I've given some examples. It was by UIADI for Aadhaar. Then you had NPCL for UPI. In 2018, you had National Health Authority releasing Ayushman Bharat. Then you had in 2018, One Nation, One Ration Card, as far as food security is concerned. And now the Department of Posts has released that it will stop referring to PIN very soon and shift over to DIGIPIN for all the locations in India. I would explain to you first what is PIN about, and then later go to DIGIPIN. And this is going to be followed up with another layer, another digital layer, which will complete the digital public infrastructure platform called Dhruva. Through Dhruva, you will be able to exchange addresses, locations, send pins. All these things will happen through Dhruva. So let us go forward. So the existing address system is on PIN. All of you know PIN, postal index number. Now in postal index number, which was released by India Post in August 1972, so it's about to complete 23 years, and India has over 19,000 pins. Each pin is an area which defines a postal area, and all addresses in that area is carrying that pin. When PIN was released in 72, we all got familiar that the PIN number for our house is so and so. PIN number for some other place we are working is different. Slowly, we got familiar with the PIN number. But I think time has almost come to forget the PIN number. No, as we go along, you'll appreciate that. Each PIN has got a 6-digit code, each PIN. And the first PIN shows the region. There are different regions for PIN. 7, 8 regions are there. And I know for Delhi it is 1. For region on the southern side, Chennai is the main place, is 6. So is Kerala having 6. Like that, there are different pins for different places. I'm talking the region number. And there are 8 geographical zones, that is 8 geographical regions. But one number is kept for defense. Number 9 is only meant for defense so that you don't have to disclose where that person, where that office is. You just write only the address, the name, and the office, and then put 9. It will automatically go to that person. That system is still being followed. This is very useful when the troops are on the move. Depending upon where they are, the army postal system will send the letters or parcels to that particular address. As I told you earlier, addresses in Kerala start with 6, which represents southern region. Now, each pin has got 5 digits, as I told you. The first digit is region. The second digit is sub-region. And the third digit is a sorting district. Very important explanation is required for that. Sorting district is the place where all the letters are sorted for various post offices and put into bags accordingly. So the third number sorting district, if you are having a number, let us say Cochin, which is 692. So you know the 2 is a sorting district, and from where all the bags go to various post office. And the last 3 digits represent the post office number. So if you have 11 post offices in your area of the pin, in the area which is done by the sorting district, then there'll be 1 to 11. If there is only 1 post office, then it'll be 001. As we'll see in Lakshadweep, the number is 682001. I think I made a mistake earlier to say Cochin is 9. It is not 9, it's 68. 6 is southern region, 8 is in Kerala, sub-region, 2 is the sorting district, and there's only 1 post office in Lakshadweep, and that corresponds to 001. So once the bag is received in the post office, the postman or the postwoman, as the case now, they know where to deliver. They know all the addresses almost by heart, and they are able to send it. So the PIN system, it facilitates very efficient and structured sorting, but is prone to ineffectiveness in delivery because only an experienced staff know the location of each address. Uh, Suppose the postman change, a new postman comes, he will take some time to understand all the addresses in that place. Sometimes the addresses are not written very clearly, so the postman has to decipher which is the correct location where he has to deliver it. House numbers and names of street are not very well structured in many cities, especially in rural side. So there's a little difficulty in making out the exact location if you're not familiar with it. And very often people refer to your address as next to some landmark, opposite to school so and so, next to temple so and so, or by the side of church so and so. So these sort of additional details are given, and these landmarks can change. Somebody's particular structure may get renovated, or it may shift out from there. If it is saying next to so and so office, the office may shift out. So the landmarks may change, and the address also may require a change. It is not fixed because you're linking to a nearby landmark. How do courier agencies deliver today? Blue Dart, Swiggy, Zomato, and all that. They ask you a PIN on Google Map invariably. And Google Map is based on satellite picture, which is of US satellite. So US satellite covers India. They cover the whole world, in fact. And you're able to send a PIN through your mobile, and somebody is able to come. But still, he will take a confirmation from you. Are you so and so? And then deliver it to you or deliver to the security staff at the gate, something like that. But there are some limitations on this. You suppose you have the address and you want a taxi immediately. You have to send a Google PIN, and still some clarifications required to the driver, where he has to come, where he has to turn, etc. If you want an ambulance in emergency or you want a fire engine in emergency, difficulties would be faced because they all are not familiar with the locality, and you have to make them understand. And sometimes the PIN is also not very clear. You have to help them in addition to sending a PIN. So this leads to a lot of wastage of time, efforts. And if you can make sure your delivery system is very efficient, obviously productivity at the national level will be improved slightly. So therefore, a citizen-friendly address system, which caters for all types of delivery, be it ambulance, be it taxi, be it fire force, be it police, be it postal, be it courier, all of them follow the same thing, preferably based on Indian data, Indian source of information, and not depending on US satellites. So we'll see how this is going to happen. So the DIGIPIN was conceptualized that we will have a PIN given to each residence, each house. It can be a school, it can be an office, it can be a temple, it can be a church, but you will have for each of them a specific PIN available to you, specific to that building, specific to that area, and not for a big area like what we saw in 682001, and the postman knows where to deliver. So it is bereft of the postman's personal knowledge about that area. So let's see how it happens. So I'm going to tell you, this is the Indian map, and I'm going to put this Indian map in a rectangle or a square, whatever you want to call it, but it's actually a rectangle. So green lines on the left and right show longitude. The red lines show latitude. So it has been put to include the mainland, Lakshadweep Islands, Andaman Nicobar Islands. All of them have been included in this. So you may ask a question, why is the bottom red line including even Maldives and Sri Lanka? There's a reason for it. I'll come to that. But if you look at left and right, it is fitting in the entire India's sovereign territory, including the islands. Let's go forward. So DIGIPIN basics are, you put India's entire area in 36 degrees latitude and 36 degrees longitude. So the green lines are longitude, red lines are latitude. So both are 36 degrees each. Now, the reason why the bottom red line has gone well beyond Sri Lanka is that you want 36 degrees on both sides. That's what I said, it's a square. But it's not exactly a square because Earth's surface is round, is curved. So you can't get vertical on left-right dimension versus the up-down dimension to be exact, because as the latitude changes, the distance of the ground also change. So it is a rectangle, but for all practical purposes, it has equal sides, 36 latitude and 36 longitude by numbers. Both are 36 degrees. That you should remember, 36, 36. This is called a bounding box. A box in which India's entire area is encompassed. All Indian addresses are within this box. Anything outside this box, you will not have any Indian address. Inside the box, you may have Sri Lankan address, but we are not addressing Sri Lanka's requirement. All Indian addresses are within this box. And I told you, it is not exactly square, rectangular. Now, same thing on a satellite picture. I put the box. Here in this box, I have drawn 3 lines horizontal and 3 lines vertical. You can see that. 3 lines horizontal and 3 lines vertical. So now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 smaller rectangles in one line. And similarly, there are 4 lines. So the entire box has been divided into 16 equal rectangles. Because you have drawn in such a way, this size of this rectangle is 9 degrees latitude and 9 degree longitude. Earlier it was 36 by 36. Now I have divided by 4 and it has become 9 by 9. So all of them are equal by reference. 9 by 9. Now, this is first level of dividing that box. It's called partition. So we have done partition 1, where the box has become, one big box has become 16 smaller boxes. Right. Now, you give a number for each of these 16 rectangles. You restrict yourself to single-digit reference. So you can't go to 1 to 16. You select 8 alphabets and 8 figures. And these are called alpha numerical. So you refer these individual boxes with a particular alpha numerical, either an alphabet or a number. Now, these alpha numericals, we will see a little more closer, but they will be used again and again. You don't have to do anything. This is how the software does it. So the software will be using this again and again as we come to your house. Okay, let's go further. So I'm looking at this town somewhere in the border between Gujarat and Maharashtra, this red dot. I have put the numbers. It starts with 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is 8 numbers. And C, F, J, K, L, M, N, T, 8 alphabets. I put them in this group. And I am looking at my house inside this red dot. let's go further. So these alphabets 8 have been taken for clarity in their phonetics. So that if you are speaking on phone, what is your DIGIPIN? There's no confusion by the listener whether you said K. There's no other alphabet sounding like K. There is no other alphabet sounding like J. So they have selected the alphabets in such a way there is clarity in their phonetics. It's very clear what you're saying. And numbers are 2 to 9. 0 is not used. 1 is not used. So the 16 rectangles are referred like this. So my house, which is in the red dot, is in box number 3. Okay. Most of you who are from Kerala, you're in box number M. You can see it. If you're from Northeast, you're from box number 7. If you're from Kashmir, almost the whole of Kashmir and some Haryana, this, that, Punjab around, comes under box under C. So, as far as the postal authorities are concerned, they look at in which box is your address. So the first box is, for our discussion today, the red dot is 3. My DIGIPIN will start with 3. That is the first of the 10 alphanumericals in DIGIPIN. So my DIGIPIN will start with 3. In fact, all the addresses in this box will start with 3. Tomorrow, when you check DIGIPIN, you will find all addresses in Kerala, except perhaps somewhere near Kasaragod or Kannur, which may go to box number 4, but all of them will be in box number M. You can see it yourself tomorrow after you understood what I'm saying today. So let's go to the next. Now, these numbers are written 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like this, but they are written in a particular anti-clockwise manner. There is no specific reason why it is anti-clockwise. There's no reason, but the same way you have to write every time, or the same way the computer will superimpose this grid onto the box, so that all of you, when you're referring it, you are referring the same accuracy comes and there is no confusion. So these are all done by computer, but I'm just telling you how it is done by the computer. So how do you process the partitioning? The numbers are written 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this, and the same template is used. Now, I'm still in the same house, which is in the border between Maharashtra and Gujarat. Now I have put the same template of 16 in box 3. Inside box 3, you can see another 4 lines, another 3 lines vertical, another 3 lines horizontal, dividing box 3 into 16 smaller rectangles. And I am in this red dot, which corresponds to K. So now what happens is, I have to generate the next digit for my DIGIPIN. First digit is already selected, 3. We discussed that. So now I have divided box number 3 into 20 small rectangles. Size 2.5 degrees latitude, 2.5 degrees longitude. Earlier it was 9, and before that it was 36. So 36 became 9. I got the first digit. When 9 is divided by 4, it comes 2.5. I get the second digit. So I got the second digit, which is corresponding to K. I'm sorry, it's not 2.5, it is 2.25. So 9 divided by 4 is 2.25, and I get my second digit of my DIGIPIN as K. So my address is starting 3K. We'll go further. And now I know where exactly is the place showing which city, which map is there in the red dot. And now I allow the software to run in the same manner. So I reduce the size of the rectangle 10 times. So far we reduced only 2 numbers, 2 times. 36 became 9, 9 became 2.25. Like that, I divide up to 10. So the 9 became 2.25, then it goes less than a degree called minutes, and minutes will go and then it becomes seconds. Finally, in the 10th level, it will come to 0.12 seconds of a latitude or longitude, a small square. And that small square corresponds to 3.8 meters on the ground, about 11 feet. So you're able to recognize with a digital pin at 11 feet by 11 feet area on the ground. Most of the houses will be more than 11 feet by 11 feet, unless it's an extremely small hut, which may be less than 11 feet by 11 feet. But I would think most of the houses in India, be it in urban, be it rural, wherever it is, it will be a small area, of course, 11 feet by 11 feet. For those who are interested, 1 degree latitude to 60 minutes, 1 minute to 60 seconds, that's not relevant. So when we started with 36 degrees latitude, the size of the rectangle was nearly 4,000 kilometers by 4,000 kilometers. Then with the first digit, it became 1,000 by 1,000, then became 250 by 250, then became 62.5 by kilometer. When it came to sixth position, it was 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer. So if you want to refer to a stadium, I think up to 6 digits is enough, because beyond that, everything will be stadium only. You're not looking at any particular goalpost in the stadium to know the DIGIPIN. So a big area, a big playground, or big stadium, or a big hospital, or a big school, they all will have the same pin. After 6, it'll all be repeating, because 7, 8, 9, 10, which are smaller areas, as long as the postal address is concerned, postal pin is concerned, digital pin is concerned, it's the same. So now let us see. The smallest area is, I told you, 3.8 meters by 3.8 meters, about 11 feet by 11 feet. Now, the postal staff, if you're able to give the DigiPin to the postal staff by some method, you write and give, he's able to input that. He will get a map how to come to your house from where he is. Just like Google Pin you sent to your courier agencies. The only difference is, of course, you can send us a QR code also, not only a PIN, but you can send a QR code of your location. Now, this has been conceptualized by Department of Post in line with the National Geospatial Policy, Geographic Spatial Policy, and Geo Mission. The software was developed by IIT Hyderabad. It was tested last year. Corrections were made, and now it has been ready and released last month. So many of you may not have read the paper cutting saying DigiPin has been released, but actually it's been released. It's coordinate system based on some codes. That's not important. Accuracy depends on satellite data given by ISRO. That's a very important aspect. The entire map has been given by ISRO. Based on ISRO data, organization called National Remote Sensing Center has been able to develop the software with IIT Hyderabad to come to small areas of 11 feet by 11 feet. Every 11 feet by 11 feet has been marked with a digital number. So if you select your house on the map, I'll tell you how the citizen can do. Then you will find that you will get a specific number which is different from your neighbor's house. I presume this house and that house are more than 11 feet by 11 feet, which it should be, and you will get a specific number. Now, there are some aspects when your house may exactly follow the line which has been drawn by the software. Line is not there on the ground, but it's only on the map drawn by software. And if your house comes exactly on that line, then the software makes an arbitration and say it will take a point north of it or east of it. It takes, except in Arunachal Pradesh, where the Chinese border, it's in the north and east. So they don't want to go to your address to go to China side. Then it is taken the other way. That's a little bit of detail. That means it has been tested for all areas within India. The first 6 digits, as I told you, corresponds to 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer area. And the last digit will be by 3.6 by 3.6. So if you want to get your DigiPin tomorrow, you want to get your DigiPin, go to Google and put this link. You can put this link and you will, it automatically, you say I want DigiPin, it will give you a link. You open the link, by the side of it, you please put your present address using PIN. Which PIN? Postal index number. Automatically, it will read that PIN and give you a map where you are. And there you can select your house if you want. Or it will give you a DigiPin reference. That is one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is you open the map, there is a reference for opening the map in the link, and then you can search for your house. There it will be some important landmarks are marked on the map. Okay, you're next to school. School is shown here. My house is opposite to that. So this is my house. Okay, you click on it, you will get your DigiPin as a 10-bit digital address. This is the way DigiPin is going to be developed. But everything is not okay with the DigiPin. There are some problems. Suppose you are staying in a flat and there are 5 floors in that flat. The entire building will have only one DigiPin. This DigiPin cannot look at height. It can only do on the ground X and Y, not Z. So this is a shortcoming of DigiPin, that you cannot get the height of the floor where you're staying. As of now, it cannot give it. It can only tell the address of your building, and the floor has to be separately mentioned. Either, I presume all the buildings which have many flats, is a multi-storied building, there'll be someone to put it in your letterbox or give it to you at your doorstep. But this is a difficulty in DigiPin. Okay, now let us say bye-bye to PINCODE and welcome DigiPin. I given an example of DigiPin here. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, Y, X, Y, Z, 90. This is how the DigiPin will look. It's 10 bits. You can have it as a QR code, and you can send the QR code to the courier agency. You can send the QR code to a friend of yours who wants to come and see you. You send the QR code to him. He will put the QR code on the map, and the map will bring him home to your home. It can be your office QR code. It can be your home QR code. It can be a QR code of your relative. All those things are possible to be stored in your mobile. And instead of telling the address, so-and-so house, 3rd floor, so-and-so road, next to so-and-so landmark, all not required. Just send the QR code and automatically be able to come to your house based on the QR code being shown on the map. Now, there are many advantages of DigiPin. It's a migration from a fragmented delivery system which is existing today, of the PIN and the courier forming something else and emergency services requiring additional data. All this will come into one single delivery system reference, which is citizen-centric and interoperable. It is compatible to mobile phones to show the maps. It'll have a speedier response to medical emergencies, disasters, and firefighting. It will also make property taxation efficient. Now, every house corresponds to a person staying there or many people staying there. And it becomes easy for revenue officials to link the property, whether the tax has been paid, the ownership, all those issues will get linked to this DigiPin very soon. There's Aadhaar enrollment. Enrollment can also be done. And a lot of frauds are being reported in e-commerce. That also will reduce. They're saying address not traceable, item not delivered, cannot be returned, etc., etc. Will go on like this. Now it is a little more streamlined. It is not dependent on postal staff's knowledge. Postal staff, even if he's new, he can still deliver it based on the PIN and the map. It's not affected by change of names of roads. Sometimes you find the road name is changed, or the town name is changed, or some landmark which you used to quote earlier doesn't exist anymore. All those changes will not affect the DigiPin. It is expected, because of all these operational costs being lower and disruptions in delivery are minimized, there's a potential contribution of around 200 crores to the GDP. That's what the people have estimated, that it will save the country of this much of efforts, be it in time or be it in money. As I told you, there are some limitations for DigiPin. It is not catering for multi-storied buildings, different flats. Citizens' data has to be protected as per Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023. So if the citizen can have his DigiPin, but you want to give it to somebody, then he is giving it on his own. You can't give another citizen's DigiPin without his permission. So that is what we are going to talk about in the second part of the talk. So that needs to be protected. If it's a QR code, nobody can read the QR code. So you send your address by QR code, item will get delivered to your doorstep. So you're not divulging the code as such. The man who delivered obviously knows Sabu who's staying in this house. He comes and delivers against the DigiPin. As I told you, if you want to make it into a layer of citizen's address, Aadhaar is an identity. Just like Aadhaar, your bank account is another personal data of yours, but it is put in GPay system. Aadhaar has got all your details, biometrics details are there in Aadhaar. Your bank account details are in GPay. Your health details are there in Ayushman Bharat card and the link. So if you can make a system which takes care of all the addresses of the citizens, so-and-so Aadhaar card is staying in so-and-so house. Today, that's not possible to say, but it is possible to link Aadhaar to DigiPin through another system, which is a layer which can come on top of DigiPin. We'll just very briefly talk about it. But before that, let me do some global comparisons. UK has got Royal Mail distributing mail. It has got a PIN, traditional old PIN of 10 digits. It was less than 10 earlier. Now it's been brought to 10 to have more granular information. USA, it is zip code. Some of you may be familiar. They have added 4 more digits to zip code so that they can cover more houses. It's not an area. Zip code is an area. To cater for the houses, they put 4 more digits. Ghana has got a technique by which they refer to the first 5 digits for the post office, and thereafter within the post office, wherever your house number, they're following that. There's a country called Estonia, which uses a small country, which uses 5-digit code, and it has been practicing this for more than 10 years. Japan has started May 25, 2 months back, a 7 alphanumerical code for citizens' address. Of course, their country is small. 7 bits are enough. But for a country like India, which is bigger, which has got islands away from the mainland, you require a bigger square. You remember the bounding box? Bigger square, 36 degrees latitude, 36 degrees longitude. So you require 10 bits to come to the smallest area, which is 11 feet by 11 feet. So globally, we're, I think, going to have the best digital address system in our country established very, very soon. It is already established. It is already released for the public to get familiar with. But very soon, we'll all be starting using DIGIPIN either in a QR code or as a 10-bit information. So now I go to the second layer of address called Dhruva. Dhruva is an acronym for a digital hub, which will have all the addresses of the citizens. Now, it's a digital hub for reference and unique virtual address. That is the expansion of Dhruva. Dhruva has been conceptualized by Department of Post. A document has been released for comments from public in May 25, 2 months back. It is expected comments will come and they'll make some improvements. Address will benefit not only for delivery of your parcels and post, but also for services. Let us say you have a service by which your ration has to be delivered home. Your Aadhaar card is linked through Dhruva to your address, DIGIPIN, and it will come to your house without you don't have to tell where you are staying. It will automatically come. The second layer of digital address is going to be urbanizing as well as digitizing our society. This will bring in address as an important aspect, just like identity, biometrics, bank account number, health details, etc., etc. Now, address is also going to get digitalized as far as the government is concerned for each citizen. So this is the cover of the document which Department of Post has released in May 25. It is expected to be interoperable. Address will be included only if the citizen agrees. Says, yes, I don't mind my address being included in through Dhruva. And then he'll be allowed to enter. It will safeguard his privacy and security as per the Act. Address will become a service, just like identity became a service. It will have a facility to share with each other, share with authorities, share with your bank, share with your friends and family, everything you'll be able to share through this Dhruva. It'll be equitable for everyone, and it'll have a DPA infrastructure, new infrastructure, similar to Aadhaar and UPI, etc. And it is expected a new agency will be formed to do that. That agency will have some structure like this. These are citizens here. This agency will take consent from the citizens and put the data here. This is a central registry of all addresses. It will be in multiple locations, North India, South India, East India, like that. And there'll be a central map generating device. And here there will be a facility, there'll be a server which will provide the information to the user. If I want to give my address to Sabu, I will give consent to give to Sabu, and this unit will pick it up from this registry and give to Sabu, who's also in this group. So tomorrow, Sabu's address, no more Cherengir house, so-and-so road, so-and-so village, so-and-so town. No, it is Dr. Sabu at Dhruva. That's all your address. So Dr. Sabu Dhruva, if you put maybe 10 Dr. Sabus will come in that, or 20. You have to select a Dr. Sabu corresponding to his mobile number. You select it. Once you are selected, it will give you the access to It'll ask Sabu, Kannan is asking for your address. Can I give it? And if he agrees, that address will come to me to the phone. And similarly, once I have got his address, I can store it. And next time I want to go there, I'm able to do it. Authorities don't have to even do it. Dr. Sabu selected Aadhaar card number, so and so put, address will automatically come. Because in this information which is collected and which is stored here, Aadhaar card number is included. So every Aadhaar card will have an address. So if there's a family of 5 people, 5 Aadhaar cards, all 5 will have the same address. This is expected to happen like this. It is not yet ready, but I'm sure it will be ready by end of this year or early next year. So Dhruva, when it comes, it is going to be within the legal framework. The first legal framework is it is within Post Office Act. As per Post Office Act of 23, Section 5 empowers the government. Government can tell in what standard you should say the address. Earlier, the address was you should say your name, you should say care of so-and-so if you are not having independent status. Then you say house name, then you said street name, then you said road, etc., etc. That was the format. Now, the government is changing the format. Government is telling, you continue with the old format if you want, but you have to put DigiCode. DigiPin, because a PIN is being cancelled. Earlier PIN is cancelled. You have to put PIN in the form of QR code or this. Or you give consent to Dhruva. Dhruva will give you your name, care of Dhruva, and that will handle all your address. Whomever you want to give the address. Address, who wants your address? The postal people want your address. Your service agencies want your address. Your courier agencies want your address. Government wants your address. Your friends want your address. Other people want your family members want your address. You give this, if all of them are on Dhruva, automatically they will be able to find your location on the map. The second aspect is it should be as per Digital Personal Data Protection Act, Digital Personal Protection Act, and that is also being taken care of. I have a feeling this will get discussed in Parliament. Parliament is open on Monday. So during the course of this monsoon session, it may get discussed in Parliament as for information, because the government doesn't require any new law. The law already enables them to bring in this change. So with this, I come to the conclusions of. So the existing PIN system, by experience over 50 odd years, we have seen requires improvement in efficiency. We initially thought it was a groundbreaking idea. It was a groundbreaking idea in 1970s, but with a lot of urbanization, GPS having coming in, and availability of phone, digital address was becoming the norm. And India has taken the step. It's one of the nations who's come out with this concept in the world. I told you Japan is ahead of us by a few months. And we have come with the digital address for every citizen. So the conceptualization of DigiPin is generated from geo-coded data, that is latitude and longitude of your house, is taken and codified. And your address is that. And it is from Indian satellite. It is from ISRO. We are not dependent on US satellite. That's a very important aspect. We are independent of US satellite's position. And tomorrow, when we have the Navik operating in your mobile, Navik is using Indian satellites for map on Indian roads, then this will be compatible to Navik. Navik is still not released for public. It has been released only for defense forces, but soon it will get released with additional facilities like DIGIPIN, etc., for the citizens, maybe by 2026. And so therefore we are independent. Satellites are ours, the software is ours, The application has been developed and tested for our country, and it caters for 11 feet by 11 feet on ground for as the minimum area for a house. I told you it's 10 bit with 11 feet by 11 feet. It can be in QR code or in DIGIPIN. It can be used by all delivery agencies, be it for emergency, be it for postal, be it for courier. And this will get linked to a layer higher called Dhruv, where all the addresses will be captured and shared. It'll permit you to share if you give the consent, right? And this will treat address of a citizen as a service for the entire Indian citizenry, in line with legal provisions in Digital Data Protection Act, as well as in Indian Post Act. It is expected when Dhruv comes into operationalization, it will slightly increment the GDP of our country by 0.5%, which will grow a little more with time when everybody is networked through our digital public infrastructure. So one more digital public infrastructure. One was for Aadhaar using biometrics. One was for health using Ayushman Bharat. One was for UPI using bank account details. Then there's for ration card. And now the address is also going to come very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, I conclude my introductory talk on DigiPin and how the Indian citizens will soon have digital addresses for their homes, which can be easily used, and it's interoperable for all delivery services, as well as for ensuring every citizen's address is mapped against Aadhaar card in government records. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
So thank you, sir. Thank you. It's a really a wonderful topic. നമ്മുടെ അഡ്രസ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ലൊക്കേഷൻ അത് വളരെ കൃത്യമായിട്ടൊരു ഐഡന്റിറ്റിയിലൂടെ മുന്നോട്ട് പോകാൻ സഹായിക്കുന്ന ഒരു ഡിജിറ്റൽ സംവിധാനം എന്ന രീതിയിൽ ഇറ്റ്സ് വെരി വണ്ടർഫുൾ തിങ്. ഓക്കെ, okay, then we'll start with Bin. Okay, Srikumar sir. Okay, sir, unmute here.
Kannan, again, very interesting topic. Maybe nobody have dared to make such a program. It's a lot. You need a lot of effort to combine all these data. Very nice thing. And only one question from my side. When Aadhaar card is, you are taking data from Aadhaar card, that is our address, especially in my area. When my house number is changed 3-4 times, because every time corporation is expanding and so many post areas are coming, and they are dividing it again, subdivisions, and 3-4 times they change the area code numbers and all. So when you are taking the data from Aadhaar card, this DigiPin has to change many times. This is one disadvantage. Maybe you can.
Okay, Sri, 1 minute. Sri, 1 minute.
Okay.
Aadhaar card gives Aadhaar card number to Dhruv. Your house location, latitude and longitude is codified, and that is your address. If corporation is increasing wards, changing the ward number, house number, street name, etc., it's got no impact. It's physical ground which you are occupying. Only thing is, if you're in a multi-storied flat, then the floor number has to be mentioned. Otherwise, it is 11 feet by 11 feet is the minimum ground area which a DIGIPIN can recognize and it'll allot a number. That has got no bearing to your Aadhaar. It has got no bearing to your corporation. Nothing to do with landmarks, nothing to do with road name, house name, nothing.
Yeah, that is a very good thing, really.
And it comes from ISRO.
Yeah,
It comes from ISRO map, not
Yes,
GPS
yes.
from US satellite.
And of course, our personal details of bank data and other family details and all should be protected.
No, it will be
As you
protected.
say, Dhruva,
That's what I said. Just like it's called a digital public infrastructure. They're going to create that. I understand it's already been created and trials are going on, by which against each DigiPin, you know the address of your house, let us say, they will establish who all are staying there with you permanently, and then they'll create the data, right? And you give a consent for me, for my wife, my son, my father, brother, this address is correct. You give a consent. Thereafter, all of them will be linked to that DigiPin of your house. But each one of them have got a different Aadhaar card number. Each has got a different Aadhaar card number. So the 5 Aadhaar card numbers which you have in your house will be linked to that one DigiPin address.
yeah.
That is for
I
the
mean,
government.
this,
That is to government to track this Aadhaar card is staying where. That's not, you and me don't refer Aadhaar card number while speaking to each other. We only look at mobile number.
so once this DigiPin coming, the census will be very easy. National
Sorry?
census.
Can you
Really?
repeat that?
Census.
Census. National
So
census.
you can look at all the other activities which are being
Many
planned or
advantages.
which are being progressed. You see the change to Postal Act came in 2023. The Digital Data Protection Act came in 23. All these are required prerequisites to bring in some of these changes. But the fact is, when we do this, every citizen will have an access to a digital address. He can claim, he can operate, and he can, of course, he has to give a consent that I will do it. Same as Aadhaar. You take an Aadhaar only when you're ready to give the consent. You don't want an Aadhaar, don't take an Aadhaar. But without Aadhaar, you will not be able to establish your identity. It has almost come to that. Children, when they are born, within first few months, Aadhaar card is being made these days to make sure that their name is put in the Aadhaar roll. Okay, so I will take another question now.
I have one question.
Yeah, sure. Good evening. Nice to see you.
I just checked my DigiPin, and it has given the longitude, latitude, etc. Everything. The map also is there, but there it is mentioned that the accuracy is 100 meters. Why that so?
That's wrong.
I
don't know. Did you go through an app?
No.
Did you go through a mobile app?
Maybe because of this mobile.
No. I just want to ask you, did you go through a mobile app which you're downloading in your mobile?
You using Chrome from that.
You're using Chrome.
Chrome. So, the same DAC.India Post.in my DigiPin.
So if he says accuracy is 100 meters, that's not a correct statement. ISRO's maps are giving accuracy of almost 11 to 12 meters it gives. Now, is it a live map? Is it a live map? Map is live?
Yes.
See, if it is raining, it is likely the resolution is poor.
No, the map,
If it's a
the
live map.
location is shown correctly, but the GPS
Accuracy.
it may be using the American GPS. They are
No,
probably
American, yeah, American, we are using at the moment American GPS for on your mobile. But the link uses ISRO map. It
And
does
for
not use
that,
American GPS.
if we are to use ISRO GPS instead of the GPS, if we have to use ISRO satellite, what is that you have to do?
No, you have to go to Google and say, I want my DIGIPIN. You just say DIGIPIN.
That is what I
Yeah, that's what I said. So when you select that you want your DIGIPIN, he will tell you first put your present address.
No, they are not asked. Instead of that,
Achha,
directly.
okay. So that's what I said. There are two ways of doing it. One, you put your present address with the PIN number, traditional PIN number. It will give you a DIGIPIN. You don't want to follow that. You go to the map and keep moving the map left, right, up, down to find your house. Everybody may not be having the skill to find the house on the map. Because
I have not done that. This is directly done by the GPS system on the phone.
that's what, then you are using an app. You are using an app which you are downloaded on your mobile.
It is already built in the GPS.
That is going by GPS accuracy, not ISRO accuracy.
GPS accuracy is lesser than.
The GPS accuracy may vary from time to time. Because let's say it's heavily raining in India and the American satellite is not able to give you the resolution which they normally give during bright sunshine.
Or is it that they are not giving the resolution that they are giving to USA, to India?
I have no doubt that they will do. They may not do such thing. It is all over the world the same accuracy. As such, the GPS accuracy is around 15 meters, 1 to 5. But since you are asking for live data through your mobile phone, and the American satellite, when they are taking your location, they are taking your location through your phone. Am I right?
Yes.
And that location, they are not able to give good data, probably because it's heavy rain, they're seeing it.
Sir, how much difference is expected in this because of the climate conditions and other?
You're asking a very difficult question to.
How much?
I wish I worked in ISRO after passing out from engineering, but I am not able to tell you how much will be the. But all I can tell you is heavy rain will affect. After all, it's all by contrast. How has he found this house? He has found this house from the photograph which it's a photograph which the satellite is taking, right?
Yes.
And
Yes,
if you take a photograph through heavy rain of the road down below your house,
anyway, I can
not all that sharp.
Sir, I can simply locate my house in the map itself.
You're able to locate because a house you're able to locate.
By scrolling in the map.
Yeah, but he has sensed that the area where you're asking it is raining, and therefore he has changed the accuracy to 100 meters. Tomorrow morning when there's bright sunshine, you see the accuracy would have come down to 15 meters.
It's okay. It's okay.
US satellite. Don't go by US satellite. Go by, see, if you go through your mobile, it is GPS, US satellite. In this link, which is coming through Department of Post, it is ISRO picture which comes.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Right.
That's good. Thank you. Sir, one more question. How can we locate one point by using DIGIPIN? If we get a DIGIPIN of you sometimes, or
it's a very good question, and I'm only going to tell what will happen after a few months.
Yes, tell me, sir.
Because the DigiPin is a 10-digit data.
Yes.
Okay, I've showed you an example. It's a 10-digit
Yes,
data.
yes, sir.
Now, this pin has to appear on a GPS map today,
Okay.
because all of us have only American satellite GPS map on our phone. You don't have on your mobile phone ISRO map even today. You don't have it. Okay, so if you take GPS map and try to put a DigiPin on top of it, there could be some interface issues. So I feel that you may not be able to get a DigiPin map. You can't, like you said from WhatsApp, no location, and you select a pin, and that pin is actually GPS pin, American satellite. But no, I
Okay.
don't want GPS pin. I want DigiPin of India to go. That will take a little time. It will require two changes. One, your mobile phone has to get changed, the software, to send DigiPin. Number one. Number two, the map has to become ISRO. So I made a mention to you, when NAVIC comes, NAVIC is the Indian facility using Indian satellites by which citizens can use mobile phones to know their way, just like you're using GPS map,
Yes.
Google map.
My
Google will go
location.
away. NAVIC Indian map will come.
Okay.
That has been released only for defense at this point of time. It has not been released for commercial use yet.
Oh, it's okay.
There are 2-3 reasons. One, at some frequencies, the iPhone is not giving good reception, so they had to make some changes. It will take some time, but you can get your DigiPin and make a QR code and send that QR code to whomever you want, so they can come to the house, especially
സാറേ
delivery
ഇപ്പോൾ
agents.
ഓൾറെഡി ഇവിടെ കൊടുത്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ഞാനൊരു പോസ്റ്റ് ഇങ്ങനെ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെ കാണാം. സാർ കാണാമല്ലോ അല്ലേ? ഇതുപോലെ നമുക്ക് കാണാൻ സാധിക്കും.
You're sharing, okay.
അപ്പൊ ഇവിടെ ഏത് പോയിന്റ് കൊടുത്താലും ഇവിടെ ഡിജിപിൻ മാറി മാറി വരുന്നുണ്ട്. ഓൾറെഡി എവറിഥിങ് ഈസ് കോഡഡ്.
മാറുമല്ലോ.
ഓൾറെഡി എല്ലാം സെറ്റ് ആയിട്ടുണ്ട്.
Last two digits will change.
യെസ് യെസ്. ഇതാണ് എന്റെ ലൊക്കേഷൻ. ഇപ്പൊ ലൊക്കേഷൻ കൊടുത്തിട്ട് എൻ്റർ കൊടുത്താൽ ആ ലൊക്കേഷനിലേക്ക് വരും.
അത് ഇപ്പൊ റൈറ്റ് സൈഡിൽ ഒരു റെക്ടാംഗിൾ ഇല്ലേ?
ആ,
അതാണ് നിങ്ങളുടെ DigiPin. നിങ്ങൾ മാർക്ക് ചെയ്ത DigiPin.
യെസ് യെസ്.
അത് മാറ്റി പാർക്ക് ചെയ്താൽ അത് മാറും. ലാസ്റ്റ് 2 digits will change.
ഇതെങ്ങനെ ഫിക്സ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് എങ്ങനെയാണ്?
അത് നിങ്ങളുടെ വീട് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കണം. അതില്
ഓക്കെ. ആ,
അത് എൻലാർജ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് നോക്കണം.
സാറേ, എന്റെ ചോദ്യം ഇതാണ്. അങ്ങനെ ഞാൻ കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചു. ഇപ്പൊ ഈ MCT JFIC PL3J എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് എനിക്ക് അടിച്ചാൽ സാബു സാറിന്റെ
അത് തന്നെ കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചത്.
അതെ, സാബു സാറിന്റെ ലൊക്കേഷൻ എനിക്ക് ഐഡന്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യാൻ കഴിയുമോ എന്നുള്ളതാണ്.
അറിയാം സാർ. ഈ നമ്പർ അടിച്ചു കൊടുത്താൽ മതി. ഇപ്പൊ എന്റെ കോഡ് ഇതാണ്. ഈ കോഡ് ഈ ബട്ടണിൽ എൻ്റർ അടിച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ആ പൊസിഷനിലേക്ക് വരും.
ഓ, കറക്റ്റ്.
അവിടെ ഇതാണ് എന്റെ പോയിന്റ്.
അപ്പൊ എന്റെ ക്ലാസ് എല്ലാം ക്ലിയർ ആയല്ലോ ഇപ്പൊ? സാബു, പക്ഷെ ഈ DigiPin നിങ്ങൾ എങ്ങനെ യൂസ് ചെയ്യും എന്ന് ചോദിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ,
സൗണ്ട് പോയോ? ആ, കോള് വന്നതാണ്. വെയിറ്റ് ചെയ്യേ. ഓക്കെ. അപ്പോൾ ഇതൊരു വണ്ടർഫുൾ സിസ്റ്റം തന്നെയാണ്. നമ്മുടെ ഐഡന്റിറ്റി വളരെ കൃത്യമായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് സ്പേസ് ചെയ്യാം. പിന്നെ ഇതിൻ്റെ അകത്തൊരു ഡൗട്ട് ഇതേ ഉള്ളൂ, നമുക്ക് ഇന്റർനെറ്റിന്റെ സഹായം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ ഒരുപക്ഷെ ആ ലൊക്കേഷൻ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ പറ്റുമോ എന്നുള്ളൊരു സംശയമുണ്ട് അല്ലേ? ഇപ്പോൾ ടോമി സാർ ചോദിച്ചില്ലേ, എൻ്റെ ഡിജി ലിങ്ക് അറിയാമെങ്കിൽ ഈ സിസ്റ്റത്തിലേക്ക് അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്താൽ കറക്റ്റായിട്ട് ലൊക്കേഷൻ കിട്ടും. അപ്പോൾ അത് കറക്റ്റായിട്ട് ഇന്റർനെറ്റിന്റെ സംവിധാനം വേണം എന്നുള്ള ഒരു ചോദ്യം സാർ തിരിച്ചു വരും നോക്കാം. വേറെ ആർക്കെങ്കിലും share-
ഞാനൊക്കെ സാറേ ഡിജിപിൻ ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ തന്നെ എടുത്തു വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ ഞാൻ പലർക്കും അത് ഷെയർ ചെയ്തിട്ട് ആർക്കും ഇത് ലൊക്കേഷൻ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ കഴിയുന്നില്ല.
പക്ഷെ ഇപ്പൊ ഞാൻ കാണിച്ചില്ല സാറേ, ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ വീടിന്റെ ലൊക്കേഷനാണ് ഇട്ടിട്ടാണ് സെർച്ച് ചെയ്തത്.
അത് ഈ
correct
നോ യുവർ ഡിജിപിൻ ഉള്ളിടത്ത് നമ്മൾ കൊടുത്താൽ മതിയോ? അത്
ഇപ്പൊ ഞാൻ എടുത്ത ഇതിന്റെ അകത്ത് ഈ ബട്ടൺ കാണുന്നില്ലേ, ഈ ലെഫ്റ്റ് കാണുന്നില്ലേ, നോ യുവർ ഡിജിപിൻ എന്നടുത്ത് ഈ പിൻ അടിച്ചു കൊടുത്തിട്ട്
okay.
എൻ്റർ അടിച്ചാൽ മതി.
അത് ആ മാപ്പ് ഏതാണ്? ഇത്
ഈ മാപ്പ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് നമ്മുടെ സാർ dac.indiapost.government.in മൈ ഡിജി.
അതാണ് ആ മാപ്പ് തന്നെ വേണം എന്നുള്ളത്.
ഈ മാപ്പ്
ആ മാപ്പിലാണ് ഞാൻ എടുത്തത്.
ഡിജിപിൻ എന്ന് അടിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാല് ഡിജിപിൻ എന്ന് അടിച്ചാൽ ഇന്ത്യ പോസ്റ്റിന്റെ ഒരു ഇത് വരും.
അല്ല, അത് ഞാൻ നോക്കി, ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞ ആക്യുറസി 100 meters, ഇപ്പൊ നോക്കിയപ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് 57 meter എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. അപ്പൊ അത് മാറുന്നുണ്ട്.
മാറുന്നുണ്ടായി. അതിപ്പോ ക്ലൈമാറ്റിക് കണ്ടീഷനൊക്കെ
അതായിരിക്കും.
ഇതാണ് ഈ ഇന്ത്യ പോസ്റ്റിന്റെ ഈ സൈറ്റിൽ കയറി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇവിടെ dac.indiapost.. മൈ ഡിജി പിൻ കാണാം. ഇത് പ്രസ് ചെയ്താൽ ഇതുപോലെ പിന്ന് കയറി വരും. ഇത് നമ്മൾ ലൊക്കേഷൻ കറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് കൊടുക്കണം. ഇപ്പൊ നമ്മള് ആദ്യം നമ്മള് അഡ്രസ്സ് കൊടുക്കുക, സാറാ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ അഡ്രസ്സ് കൊടുക്കുക. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പിന്നെ നമ്മൾ ഈ കറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് ലൊക്കേഷൻ കണ്ടെത്തി. ഇപ്പൊ എൻ്റെ ലൊക്കേഷൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് കോട്ടയം. ഇതാണ് എൻ്റെ വീടിൻ്റെ ലൊക്കേഷൻ, ഇതാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ പിന്നെ ഞാൻ കോപ്പി ചെയ്ത് വെച്ച് വേറെ എവിടെയെങ്കിലും പ്രസ് ചെയ്ത് വെച്ച് ഇവിടെ കൊണ്ട് വീണ്ടും സെർച്ച് ഡിജിപിൻ കൊടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ കോപ്പി ചെയ്ത് മാറിയില്ല. കറക്റ്റ് ആ പോയിന്റിലേക്ക് വരും. കാണുന്നുണ്ടോ സാറേ? പക്ഷെ ഇത് ലൈവായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് മാപ്പുമായിട്ട് ഇൻ്റഗ്രേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാത്തതുകൊണ്ട് എങ്ങനെ വരുമെന്ന് പറയാൻ പറ്റില്ല. കടൻ സാർ വന്നോ? കേൾക്കാവോ?
കേൾക്കാം.
യെസ് പറയും.
പറഞ്ഞോളൂ. സോറി. Sabu, so you can try developing your DigiPin, but who wants your DigiPin today? Today, next week, nobody wants. At some point, the DigiPin will come into operation.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It has still not happened.
But
you can develop your DigiPin of your house and keep it ready. Start referring to it. I went to the post office 2 days back and asked them, suppose I write only the DigiPin of this address, what will you do? He said, don't write, because we haven't received orders yet how to use the DigiPin for this. So it will take some time, but the government is already cleared. It has come in the newspaper, you may recall. Yeah.
സാർ, ഇതിന് ഓൺലൈൻ ഓഫ്ലൈൻ പ്രശ്നങ്ങളുണ്ട്. ഓൺലൈനിലായിരിക്കണമെന്ന് അങ്ങനെ പോലെ ഉണ്ട്. അത് ഓഫ്ലൈനിൽ നമുക്ക് അവൈലബിൾ ആകും ഈ നമ്പർ കിട്ടിയാൽ?
ഒരിക്കൽ ഡിജിപിൻ കിട്ടിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ പിന്നെ പ്രശ്നമില്ലല്ലോ. It can be stored just like Aadhaar card. You have a number, keep the number with you, make a QR code, keep it with you in your memory, and wherever you want to send, you send that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Any doubts? Any more? എന്തെങ്കിലും സംശയങ്ങളുണ്ടോ? റോയ് സാർ പറഞ്ഞല്ലോ.
എന്റെ ആക്യുറസി ഇപ്പം 57 meter ആയി. നേരത്തെ 100 എന്നുള്ളത്.
ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞില്ലേ, the GPS satellite, US satellite knows that there is heavy rain, and therefore on the ground you will not get good accuracy. After all, it's based on photo, satellite photo, so they are not able to see very clearly. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് അവരത് accuracy change ചെയ്തത്. നാളെ കാലത്ത് വിളിക്കുമ്പോ when sun is out, you will get good accuracy of 15 meters.
ഏതായാലും വളരെ നല്ല ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ ആയിരുന്നു. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I thought
പറഞ്ഞനുസരിച്ച് നമ്മുടെ ഡിജിപിൻ ശരിക്കും വ്യാപകമായിട്ട് യൂസ് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് കുറച്ചുകൂടെ ടൈം എടുക്കും, മറ്റുള്ളവർക്ക് കൊടുത്തിട്ടത് ഫലപ്രദമായിട്ട് ഉപയോഗിക്കാനായിട്ട്, അല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ.
പക്ഷെ കർണാടകയിൽ ഇപ്പോ people have started protesting against UPI. It has happened from yesterday evening or this morning, saying we don't want UPI because our income is known to the banks.
അത് ശരി.
And we have to pay GST if our total
Tax
sales
ഒക്കെ
is 20 lakhs. You will see to the newspaper tomorrow, or you'll see in the TV in the night. Okay, any other questions?
അപ്പൊ എനിക്ക് ഒരു ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഉണ്ട്. ഈ പേപാൽ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന പണ്ട് USA ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, അത് UPI ഇതുമായിട്ട് എന്താണ് വ്യത്യാസം?
Either third?
പേപാൽ പേയ്മെന്റിന്റെ USA നേരത്തെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നതാണ് പേപാൽ. അതും ഈ UPI ആയിട്ട് എന്താണ് വ്യത്യാസം? UPI വളരെ നല്ലതാണെന്ന് എല്ലാ ആൾക്കാരും പറയുന്നു, വേറെ രാജ്യക്കാർ ഇത് ഫോളോ ചെയ്യുകയും ചെയ്യുന്നു. എന്താണ് അതിന്റെ കാര്യം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു?
No, but the principle is the same. The principle of you making a payment through Google Pay or through, I think there is something else which is also very popular. I am not using that. The Paytm is quite popular.
Paytm, phone pay account.
Phone pay account. So people, the principle is the same. You have an account linked to your mobile number, and you send money to another account which is linked to another mobile number. So you want to send money to Bina, and she is somewhere else, and you straight away get her number and send the money. Same thing happens whether it is UPI or Paytm or Phone Pay, etc. A box which comes in the center, which connects the two bank accounts, that is only the difference. And they take a commission based on some percentage of the money being transferred, not more than so many rupees. Let's say they're charging you 2 rupees or 3 rupees, whatever it is for. I don't know how the money is being charged. I am using Google Pay, but I don't know where I am paying the service charge. I'm not able to understand. Does anybody know?
അല്ല, ഞാൻ ചോദിക്കുന്നത് അതല്ല. ഈ UPI ഇന്ത്യൻ ഈ മണി ട്രാൻസ്ഫർ സിസ്റ്റം ബെറ്റർ ആണെന്ന് പറയുന്നത് എന്താണ് അതിനകത്ത് വ്യത്യാസം എന്നറിയാൻ?
See, people go by experience. They're saying in this case, we have not seen many fraud things happening. Cyber attacks are not taking place. So data is very, very safe and reliable. See, even if I use Google Pay, even if you use Phone Pay, or somebody suppose using Paytm, finally, I told you the central box which connects the two accounts is UPI interface, Unified Payment Interface. That is completely Indian. And safeguards which are put in that UPI software, people feel is much more robust and stronger than what is being offered in some other country. That is why UPI has become so popular. And see the enormous business, which is transactions happening in UPI.
പേയ്മെന്റ് ഇല്ലെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നല്ലേ? ഇപ്പൊ പേയ്മെന്റ് ഇല്ല, കുറച്ച് കഴിയുമ്പോൾ വരുമായിരിക്കും.
No, I don't know where the payment, any service charge is being taken. I'm not very clear. Hari may be able to comment on it.
ഈ ഇടയ്ക്ക് പറഞ്ഞല്ലോ 3,000 മുകളിൽ എമൗണ്ട് വരുവാണെങ്കിൽ പേയ്മെന്റ് വരും എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു റിപ്പോർട്ട് കണ്ടിരുന്നു.
I also read that, but at the moment it is not taking any payment. But without payment, it cannot run. So your bank is supporting it. Your bank, which is giving the money, is supporting it. All banks having joined this UPI scheme have to make some contribution to the UPI for their sustained operation. I think that's the way it happens.
നേരത്തെ ഈ കാർഡുകൾ ഫ്രീ ആയിരുന്നു.
Out of context of this topic, here in Karnataka, people are mainly retailers. They want cash. They are not accepting UPI and Google Pay.
I told you, it is primarily because they don't want their receipts to be known to the bank, because next will be they'll have to pay, asked to pay GST. They don't want to pay GST.
ഹരിഹരൻ സാർ കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ?
ഉണ്ടോ അറിഞ്ഞൂടാ, കണ്ടിട്ടില്ല.
വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്.
Any other question?
ഓക്കെ, വേറെ എന്തെങ്കിലും ചോദ്യങ്ങൾ ഉണ്ടാക്കി നോക്കാം. ഇന്ന് നല്ല ടൈം എടുത്തു.
Apo, take your time and find your DigiPin.
Yes.
And spend some time on looking at how there are 2-3 techniques of doing it. Put your address, search the map yourself. You will come to know DigiPin. When to start using it, I suppose that will be announced in the newspaper. And we'll get formally. But I've given you advance information. This is what is going to come. Thank you all very much.
ഹരിഹരൻ സാർ എത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. സാറേ, ഈ ജിപേയുടെ ഒക്കെ പേയ്മെന്റ് ഉണ്ടോ എന്ന് ചോദിക്കുമായിരുന്നു.
ഇല്ല, GP ഗൂഗിൾ പേയ്മെന്റ് നമ്മളൊന്നും സർവീസ് ടാക്സ് ഒന്നും കൊടുക്കുന്നില്ലല്ലോ. അതിന് ഒന്നും കൊടുക്കുന്നില്ല.
എങ്ങനെ സംഭവിക്കുന്നു?
കണ്ണം പറഞ്ഞു ഒരു ഓരോ ബാങ്ക് അവരുടെ ബാങ്കിന്റെ പോപ്പുലാരിറ്റി കൂട്ടാൻ വേണ്ടി ബാങ്ക് മേ ബി മീറ്റിംഗ് ദ എക്സ്പെൻഡിച്ചേഴ്സ് ട്രാൻസാക്ഷൻ.
Banks will be doing it. And of course, I think the government is subsidizing this, giving a lot of money to National Payment Corporation of India. They are doing it in a different way. If you are using through NP, that is UPI scheme, and if you also have a RUPay card, then there are some additional advantages in the UPI scheme.
Yes.
The RUPay cards are owned by NPCL. So they are pushing that business as well through this.
പ്രൊമോഷന് വേണ്ടി അല്ലേ? പ്രൊമോട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി.
I think about 10 countries are using it. I'm not sure of the exact number.
സോ ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു. അതിന്റെ സംശയങ്ങളൊന്നുമില്ല. റോയ് സാർ ഒന്നും പറഞ്ഞില്ലല്ലോ.
Sir, though DRUA released on May 2025, I came to know only this today only. Thank you very much for the general idea. Tomorrow onwards, I try to learn more about this DIGIPIN and DRUA, and I will find my in also. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
So thank you very much for showing a lot of interest in something which is new going to happen. So
Okay,
I'm
sir.
going to come with another new thing,
Yes.
which is going to another new digital empowerment, which is going to happen to all of us
Okay, sir.
very soon. And look forward to hearing from you, your feedback. It is something, now I am going to say this will happen 5 months from now, 1 year from now. So I'm
Okay.
working on something which is evolving in the country.
Okay, sir,
Thank
we
you
are
very
waiting
much.
for that.
Okay, sir.
Thank
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much.
Can I leave, Sabu?
Oh, sure, sir.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you. And good night.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night.